Hello. When I grow up, I want to be an alcoholic, said no one ever. But that's me. Hi, I'm Gemma, I'm 35, and I'm an alcoholic. Wow. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that at all. And as much as I hate addiction, I truly do. It's one of the worst diseases in the world. I am so grateful. I am beyond grateful that I'm actually a recovering alcoholic, because there's so many people out there that don't get the help, that don't make it. And there's a stigma around the world with the word alcoholic. People don't like it, people don't like to say it. But for me, I'd rather go through life believing I'm an alcoholic than stumbling through life drunk, trying to convince myself otherwise. I want to be completely transparent. I don't hate alcohol, I'm not anti-alcohol, and I don't judge anyone for drinking. I'm not here to advocate complete abstinence from alcohol for anyone who has a healthy relationship with it, whatever that is. But I am advocating for a better message for women, a clearer message. Sorry, I've never done this before, please bear with me. I've never had one drink in my life, never, not once, not from my very first drink. I was all or nothing, absolutely all or nothing. I will drink the house dry. I can never understand people that have bars in their house, little bars where they keep drink. Like, I don't get that. I mean, if I'm drinking, I will drink the house dry, I'll drink yours, I'll order some, I'll drink that, and then I'll pass out, or black out, probably wet myself, something pretty glamorous, then wake up and do it all over again. For a long, long, long time, my life just revolved around alcohol. I was stuck in a cycle of drinking, being hungover, drinking, being hungover, waking up full of regret, full of despair at what I've done, and wake up and say, I'm never drinking again. And then a day might pass, 2 days might pass, and then a sobriety threatening day might come along, and I'm off the wagon and I'm drinking again. And I can't rein it in. I can't rein it in. I quit drinking to literally save my life. I was dying. My life was completely unmanageable. This has been going on for a very long time. I can look back now when I started drinking about 15, and I can see toxic, wrong behaviours with alcohol. I welcomed drinking alone. Actually, I wore it like a badge of honour. The drunker, the better. I loved alcohol. It went hand in hand with everything. There's not one job I've had, bar one or two, that I've not drunk at work. Either gone in drunk on my lunch break, or be drinking right there, right hidden in plain sight. I've lost nearly every job I've ever had. And it's down to alcohol, one way or another. Not necessarily going into work drunk, but I've done that a few times. Mostly not getting up and just being like, that's it, I'm not going in, I don't really care. I'll just go have another drink. Everything will be okay. For a long time, I didn't want to quit. Nothing in the world could make me want to stop. Didn't matter what it was doing to my life. Didn't matter that I'd fallen down the stairs loads of times, woke up with some questionable tattoos, questionable people. mortifying messages that you've sent to people, pictures, just the shame, the guilt. And this was before I became a mum. I mean, I've done some truly, truly wicked things in my drinking days, my drinking career. I've hit people, spat on people, I've kicked people, I've pushed people downstairs, I've sent horrible, vile messages. I've told people to go get cancer and die. I've been truly atrocious when I've been drunk. But the most selfish, the most wicked thing I've ever done, I wasn't able to stop drinking throughout my pregnancy. Now, no, I didn't drink every single day, but I was never that type of drinker. But if we went out and we were in a restaurant, a bar, at a party, I would go up to the bar and I would order that soft drink. Then I would go to the bathroom, I would take the vodka out of my bag, and I'd put it in my glass, and no one would be the wiser. That was the whole way through my pregnancy. I couldn't stop. I don't know truly what I believe, if addiction is a choice or a disease, and I can tell you something. Your child doesn't understand, and they don't care. They just want their mum. So this time, I don't know what was different. I've tried for years to get sober, about 7 years. And a couple of years ago, I publicly shamed myself. I sat down. I was probably about two bottles of Chardonnay in. And I wrote onto Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore, don't like Facebook. But, I wrote, "Hi, my name is Gemma, and I'm an alcoholic." And I did it to save my life. I did it to shame myself into sobriety. And it didn't take the first time. It's taken such a long time to get where I am, where I'm standing today. Today is the longest I've been sober in 20 years. Today I am 162 days sober. And the most important thing I want to speak about today is when you do get sober, or when you try to get sober, you start to notice things. You start to see around you. Alcohol is everywhere. It's so normalized and it's so ingrained into our society. It comes hand in hand. Everywhere you go revolves around alcohol. TV, movies. There's quite a lot of TV shows on that are so saturated in alcohol, I have to turn the channel, because if I keep watching, I will be down that shop. I will be buying vodka and I will be drinking it because they're doing it. Why can't I? Why did they get to drink every single day with no consequences? Sorry, it's a bit of a pressure point for me, that. And the wine chic culture, the mummy needs wine culture. It's absolutely everywhere. And it's often produced by companies who don't even make alcohol themselves. And it's aimed right at women, right at mums. It might seem real cute to put your baby in that onesie that says, "I'm the reason mummy drinks." But what kind of message does that really send? That life is unmanageable? That we need to drink to tolerate our children? That it's acceptable? You take a walk down the supermarket, any supermarket, and you are slammed in the face with alcohol products. There are gin-flavoured yogurts, Prosecco Pringles. Can I say Pringles? Sorry. Sorry, I've gone off my track now. There are T-shirts, notepads, shopping bags, and they all are alcohol. It just points towards alcohol. And I was in the shops the other day. I saw a jumper, a sweater, and it said "Rise and Wine." That might have been quite funny a couple of years ago. Can you imagine if that said "Get Up and Shoot Up"? Or if it said, oh, I was running, but I had, I dropped my cigarette. We'd be appalled. We'd be absolutely mortified, and it would be pulled from the stores. So why is alcohol the exception? Why is alcohol the only drug you have to justify why you don't use it? And no matter how you dress it up, with an umbrella or a little cherry, it's a drug. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, especially around, this time of year. You go into the stores and you've got all your Christmas sweaters. You've got your alcohol ones, and it's right next to the kids' ones. You've got your gin advent calendar right next to Peppa Pig. It's reckless. What is it telling our children? That we need Chardonnay, we need Prosecco to be your mum? And try buying a Mother's Day card that doesn't tell you that we need wine to tolerate our children, that you should go get drunk. It's just so irresponsible. And as women, we need to say no to that message, that we don't need alcohol to be mums. And I can tell you, sobriety is the best gift I've ever given to myself and to my daughter. I got sober for her and to save my life, and I stay sober for us. But I will finish. I will finish on this. My life is unmanageable with alcohol, and for the rest of my life, I need to stay away from that first drink. Or, I don't know, there might be plenty more first drinks in me, but there is no more recovery in me. I will not survive another drink. I won't be able to get back up again. And I don't want to do that. I'm sorry I've digressed a little bit, but I will always be one drink away from oblivion. And my sobriety is the most important thing to me in my life. And I never, ever, ever want another hangover again. Thank you.